Smart Money, SMSFXmentor.com, man. So the holidays has been crazy. Having two little ones at the crib right now is even crazier. No, but you know, if I don't get to say it to you, Happy New Year. This is New Year's Eve, and I'm trying to get a video out to you guys. Next year, man, going into next year though, we're gonna try to get videos out every single day, showing you guys how to trade in the financial market. But today we're gonna talk about the three movements of the market, the three ways that the market moves, okay? Which is a uptrend, a downtrend, and we have consolidation, all right? Basically, with the market moving sideways, right? It's gonna go up and down, gonna go in the up, down, but it's not just not going to trend. It's going to trend sideways. It's going to start moving sideways. That's what you call consolidation, fluctuation, liquidity. It's going to be a million different things other people call it, right? But back to the basics. If you use the basics, all the other stuff, it's gonna be for the birds, bro. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, that's the same thing as this, right? Um, you know, support, uh, demand, key level, all that is the same thing. Vice versa, supply, resistance, right? People are gonna have so many names for it. I mean, it's different things, different strokes for different folks. But at the end of the day, you'll start understanding when I say it means the same thing. A key level can be a supported level, right? It could be also a resistance level, right? It could be supply level, demand level. It could be a lot of different things, all right? But you'll learn that way down the line, all right? So we're gonna go do our due diligence, right? We're gonna go to Google and look up the definitions, right? I'm gonna show you the definitions of of each movement in the market, and then I'm gonna show you how it looks on the charts, right? So y'all know what time it is, man. It's about to be 2024, and we got to start the year all right, right? So what is an uptrend? An uptrend describes the price movement of a financial asset when the overall direction is upward. In the uptrend, each successive peak and through is higher than the ones found earlier in the trend. The uptrend is therefore composed of higher swing lows and higher swing highs. All right. So pretty much right when you're looking at an uptrend or identifying an uptrend, you want to essentially look for a low, right? Then you want to look for a higher uh low, right? And then you want to look for a higher high. So you want to look for a higher high, and then you want to look for a right lower high, right? So you want to always essentially when you're buying up or looking for a trend going to the upside, right? You want to look for that initial low, then you want to look for that higher high, and then you want to look for that initial lower high, right? That was higher than the last low, right? So it's a higher low. Okay. That's what you're essentially looking for. And how you want to trade that and how would you want to enter in? You want price to push up from that low, create a higher high, right? Pull back and create a lower high, all right? And then that's where you essentially enter in on a lower high and buy up to a higher high, right? Find another higher high to where price could go up to, right? Um, a lot of other things that you can look out for too as well when doing that, right? So you can't just use that as one. You have to use that as a confluence, okay? You have to put as many confluences together that work out for you, and then that's how you come up with your strategy, right? Now, remember, guys, just because what I do is not going to always see fit, right? So that's why I hold a course, right? So I do a course and then I do a class, I do one-on-ones, and et cetera, right? But if you get the full package membership, you'll have 100% access to me, right? We'll sit down, we'll go over, all right? Um, what's your time? How much time can you get a charge, right? First of all, so we'll figure out how much time you can get a charge. Shortly after that, we'll figure out what session is great for you to trade, right? So we'll show you the sessions that you need to trade. We'll also show you what pairs that comes along with these sessions, right? Also along with fundamentals, right? And sentimental value, right? We bring sentimental value because it's a group of us that's on the same page, right? Also, we use all three of that. We use risk management. We use risk to reward ratios. We use a formula, right? So that's what you pretty much get is the formula that I use to be able to be profitable. It does not matter about how much money that we make or how much money I make. how much money the next person made. Once you plug in this formula, it's going to be hard for you not to make any profits in the market because, like I said, life is a formula, right? Once you figure out the numbers and you punch in the numbers, then you go out and make what you need to make to be able to live that lifestyle. Right, so it's the same difference when you come into the charts because the charts is very, very simple, right? It's not really too much into the charts. The market only move in three directions, which is up, down, or sideways, right? And so when price get into this sideways movement, it still has to break up or break down, right? It still has to come out of that continuation or a reversal, right? So at the end of the day, the market only goes up and down, right? So you just have to be aware of that third one, which is that consolidation or that liquidation, whatever you want to call it, right? Um, and pretty much once it clicks, it clicks. Once you know, you know. You feel me? So that if you look like if you want to take your trade to the next level and you think that that's something that interests you, then go ahead and check out the free Discord. Go ahead and check out the free course that we have in the Discord, and then go ahead and sign up if you want to be a part of a community that's going to always be there and that's going to always try to help you and succeed and get to the next level. All right. So next, right? A downtrend, right? So the same difference, right? So a downtrend is a sustained decrease in price over time, which is created when bearish traders, which are sellers, take control of the market. The chief characteristics of a downtrend is a step-like descent of candlesticks or bars making lower highs and lower lows, right? So essentially, same difference. You want to find that highest point, that resistance, right, where price can go no longer, right? Then you want to see it push down to make a lower low, and then you want to see it essentially pull back and make a what, right? Higher low. Okay, so once it makes that lower high, once it makes that lower high, boom, that's where you want to get your entry in, and that's where you want to take price to the downside. So what you want to do is you want to get in at that resistance point, let it make that lower low, let it pull back, create that lower high, and then boom, you want to sell, right? So you're pretty much looking for you're looking for highs, and then you're looking for lower highs, okay, and lower lows, okay. And once you start seeing lower highs and lower lows, then you can kind of see that, okay, it's trending. And then you can kind of understand how to catch these legs and how to do all that type of stuff too as well, right? Once I show you how it looks on the market. So not spending too much time on that, right? We understand that when we look for an uptrend, we're looking for uh, that initial low. Then we're looking for higher highs and lower high and higher lows. Okay, okay. And then on the vice versa side of the downtrend, we're looking for that essential high, right? Then we're looking for a lower low, and then we're looking for a lower low, and then the lower high. Okay, so however you want to word it, however you want to do it, just don't get confused. Make sure that you understand. We're looking for lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Okay. A thing that you don't want to do and you don't want to get comfortable at doing is you don't want to sell low and you don't want to buy high. Okay. So that's where that essentially comes into play at looking for a trend so that you understand the trend. Once you understand the trend, then you'll be able to make your execution based off that. All right. So the next thing that we want to go into is consolidation. So the consolidation pattern in Forex is a chart pattern defined by sideways price movement with the range before a breakout in a new direction. Okay. So that's just pretty much a simple definition. Okay. So you're looking for some sort of range, some sort of shape, some sort of something to form up, showing you that, okay, boom, it's consolidating price, not really going anywhere. But at the end of the day, it may continue, it may break out, continue to the upside, break out, maybe continue to the downside. Or it may be a straight up reversal pattern. So price could be going to the downside, and then price can be consolidating and then going into a reverse, going back upside, right? Same thing, vice versa. Price could be already going up, pushing up, a lot of buyers in the market. And then all of a sudden, right, price can start consolidating, just standing at one spot. And you may think, okay, it's going to continue to go up, but it doesn't have to, right? It can start reversing and going back down at that area as well. All right. So those are the two things that can actually happen when price is in consolidation. It can either break out and go up, break out and go down, right? Simple as that. Could be a reversal or continuation. All right. So just remember those. And then we're gonna go ahead and step into the market. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen for the first time. And do we want to, I think, yeah, let me try the desktop. What you got? I hope that did it. Because if I'm sharing the desktop, you guys are able to see everything that's going on the screen. Okay. So you notice when you first just start looking at the chart, you start seeing big movements, nice little movements, and then you start seeing these little crumbled up movements. Well, these are consolidation moments. It's like I said, sometimes it's patterns, sometimes it's not, sometimes, but these are consolidation moments. And these are the moments where you want to mark on your screen as they happen. You know, you want to make sure that no matter what pattern or shape they're making, you want to make sure that you identify that they're consolidating. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and mark off a few spaces, so you can understand what consolidation looks like. It's like a tennis match, going back and forth, right, until it actually breaks out of a certain area and then continue to. So consolidation can look. The reason why I'm doing this is because consolidation can look all kinds of ways. Every place where you see I got a line that, no matter if it's making a shape, a pattern, those are consolidation areas on the charts. And so they happen so often. And this is how you could be aware and take advantage of these areas when price is doing this. Okay. Either stay out of these areas or stay out of these areas, or learn how to trade them. Okay. So everywhere you see these black lines that I'm putting on here is consolidation areas. Okay. We can go back all the way to here. Sometimes the consolidations are longer than expected. Okay. But it's man, it'll save you a lot of time understanding these consolidation areas. It'll save you a lot of money, a lot of time, um, you know, or, understanding that, you're going to draw down and all that type of stuff just by understanding these type of areas and what's going on. Okay. So pretty much, these areas right here are consolidation areas. The price is literally consolidating. So it's not too much really volatility in the market, nothing really pushing the market like that. It's literally consolidating. Now, as you guys can see what I'm saying when I say when we're looking for a downtrend, let's say we're looking for a downtrend. And we need to understand that it's a downtrend, okay? Um, well, what you would look for is these areas like this. So you will see price making uh a high right, I mean a low right, I mean yeah, a high right here, right? Where price cannot get back up above this area here, okay? Price is not getting back. Maybe let's use something a little different than that. All right. So you can use rectangles. All right. So first off, we see a high right here. Okay. Now this is the highest point, right? Obviously, price is not getting back up above this point, as we see here on the screen. Okay. So what we like to look for is a lower low, right? So now we got a lower low right here. Okay. And this is what we love to see, man. And when you're a day trader, you love to see this type of stuff because you're like, okay, boom, it can give you a next setup. So you see that this is a high right here. You see price finally fell below here. That's advanced, but just giving you two confluences right now. And so price fell below this point right here. And so what we call this next point right here, this next high where price couldn't get back up above, right? Because obviously it pushed down here and it started pushing back up and it created a high, right? But this high is actually lower than this high. Okay. And so this is what we'll say, okay, boom, this high is lower than this high. Okay. So at some point, when price get done doing whatever it's doing, at some point here, price failing to make new highs, it's a lower high, and this is where we want to enter it, right? And so forth and so on, right? So then we'll go here. Let's go on this. And we'll say, okay, this is the lower. Prices came pushed down. This is a lower low that we were looking for, right? And so then now what do we need to look for? Okay. We say this is the highest point. We see this big rejection here. This is the highest point. This is a new high for price, but it's lower than this last high. So it's a lower high. So this is where we want to take our profit. I mean, our trade at up in this area or below here. Then you come here again, you go to clone again, and you say, okay, um, this is the lower low here. You see these rejections, boom, that's the lower low that was made. And then what do we need now? We need a new high, right? So once we find this new high, it's lower than this last high. Boom, this is where we want to take our sell. Okay. And so forth and so on, right? As you go and you look at prices, you're starting to see that you're starting to identify those areas, those lower highs and lower lows. Then trading to be a lot more simple. Not saying you're going to see this type of stuff and it's going to be just as soon as you see it on the chart, you're going to just know it, right? You got to study this, you got to practice it, all right? You have to. But that's pretty much what you're doing when you're looking for a trend or when you're finding a trend. Also, you would have just put a trend line on there, and then that's how you could have caught all these little plays, all right? With other confluences, okay? But like I said, that's advanced. I don't want to. I don't want to dig too deep into advanced right now, right? We want you to stick with the beginning stuff so that you'll understand and know what's going on. So, how do you find the uptrend? Same thing. Same thing, okay? You want to look for that initial low. Boom, let's say it's here, right? Then you want to look for the high, right? You want to look for the high, okay? Look for the high, and you want to look for obviously the low, which is a higher low than the last one. So find that essentially. Low, price pushed up, made a new high. Let me zoom in for y'all. Let me stop half doing it. Right, so price pushed up, and then we'll get into consolidation in a minute. But price pushed up, consolidated, and continued, right? Push up, make a new high. So we could say this was the new high, and we could play with it, picky play with it. So we can play with it. Boom, that's the high. Then we found a lower high, right? Because we see all these rejections. Not one time, two times, third time, it didn't even touch or reject. So we know that that's a confirmed lower high because this is the low, right? Or all right, this is the low, right? And this is the higher low. This low right here is higher than this low. Boom. So you can take it up, and you can literally piggy play with it if you want to. Me personally, since we see the overall, we didn't have to do it like that. But for video purposes, and somebody saying something crazy, we're gonna do it. Boom. So, right, price pushed up to here, made a new high. Then essentially this lower high right here is still higher than this last low. So this is a higher low here. Boom, price pushed back up into that point right there. So boom, you come over here, and it's just a lot of consolidation going on right here. So I don't really want to play with that level too much. Because obviously at this point now, price is not really trending no more. It's just um consolidating, right? So we want to go into a trendy part, a trendy market. And so that's what you essentially would look for. Uh there go the height right here. Let's say you were here, right? There go the low. There go the height. And then sometimes price can literally that same um high could literally be that same the new low for you. You feel me? Like so as you can see right here, boom, it was a resistance, pulled back through, it became a support, right? And then start continue to push up right in this trend. But it's a lot of consolidation and price going up to the upside. So this pair was just rocky. Like I wouldn't have really wanted to trade this pair at this time. But um same thing essentially here. They go to low, they go to original low, they go to high, right? Then here go a higher low, and then they go a higher high. So in this next higher low, you buy. Oh, that rhyme, you feel me? So that's pretty much how that's done, right? And so, like I said, go back test it 100 million times all you want. But that's essentially what you're looking for when you're looking for when you're trying to find or identify trend, okay? And like I said, and this is pretty much a smaller market too. Like when I usually go into the identify trend, it's gonna be on a 4 hour or higher. Um, and then that's how I'm identifying a trend pretty much. So I can go in and see that the lower highs right here. Boom. So when I scale down, now that's what I'm looking for. Lower highs here. The lower highs here. Price get back over this area here. And I'm gonna start looking for buys. If it don't though, when my session come, I'm gonna automatically go in for that sale. But I'm gonna already have everything set up where I want to enter it, where I want to exit it. Okay, so now pretty much go into consolidation, and that's pretty much these levels here. Every time price consolidating or collecting liquidity or doing something, it's going to start creating some sort of pattern, shape, something, letting you know that okay, boom, price go from this point, sold back down to this point, buy from this point, sell back from this point, buy from this point, sell back from this point, buy from this point, sell back from this point, back and forth all the way through. And so, like I said, the only thing that they can do is if price see how a lot of buyers stepped in here, then price went into consolidation. Right now, pick out the level, what number you want. That's the number. Um, Key levels, whatever you want to do, pick that out. Major levels, minor levels, right? Look at that consolidation. See that it was already buying. Look at the consolidation, and then obviously a breakout to the upside, right? Now, as you guys can see, consolidation price was buying, and then obviously what did it do? It stopped buying or failed to buy or failed to break certain points or failed to create new higher highs, and then it went boom. It went down to the downside, so it reversed. So the same thing that happened here and it continued to go up happened here and it continued and it reversed. You got to be careful on these consolidation areas because um you know you could definitely get your foot on it. So price going down to the downside here, and then here comes this consolidation here, and then okay, a lot of people may think that you know what, hey look, they got a lower high right here, It's finna go, and then it's finna go down to the downside, and then boom, and went back to the upside. But the consolidation moment, it's something happening, right? Some type of news, economics, something's finna happen that you need to be aware of. And so that what you need to do is you need to go, once when you start seeing consolidation, you need to go start searching for fundamentals and sentimental value. All right. And then pretty much that's going to pretty much help you kind of determine that direction or that wave, or go look at the pivotal points in the market at that time. A lot of things that can help you see what that next move or that consolidation is. But when price is trending, more than likely it's going to continue to go in the same direction. But if it's not trending, or if you miss that run, then obviously something else could happen. So you have to be aware of that. Either you don't trade those at all, stay out of it, or understand how to trade them. Okay. So smsfxmentors.com. I don't want the video to be too crazy, too long. I just want you guys to go in and check out the basic stuff, man. And if you really want to take your trade to the next level, obviously get a mentor, obviously get sentimental value, join groups, do all that type of stuff, uh, and then go ahead and elevate. Obviously, they're going to be giving you more experience in the market as you're just trying to learn and grow, and you can get the experience and the wisdom from them, methodology and psychology. That way, that you'll be able to be prepared when things like these happen. All right, let's get it, y'all. Let's get it, gang, 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 gang. I'm out of here, man.